The ice shattered with a deafening crack. Jake fell forward, stunned. Evan vanished into the freezing water, gasping as icy darkness closed in. Jake looked around in panic, unsure what to do. He crawled toward Evan, but each inch made the ice groan louder. If his sheet collapsed too, he'd be gone. But Evan wasn't resurfacing. Jake tried to pull Evan from the water, but his hand slipped. The ice edge cracked louder with each tug. Evan surfaced again, coughing, dazed. Jake grabbed his jacket and pulled with everything he had. Evan's chest cleared the edge. Both were soaked and in shock. That's when they saw the ice they stood on had broken away from the shore. Both were soaked and in shock. That's when they saw the ice they stood on had broken away from the shore. What would you do in a moment like this? Leave a comment, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe. The wind whipped their faces. Evan's hands were numb, his lips turning purple. Jake fumbled with his soaked coat. They huddled behind the tackle box, the only thing left a soaked blanket. When the sun vanished behind the clouds, silence fell. No signs, no sounds, no hope. Jake closed his eyes. Evan's teeth were still chattering. Evan's lips were bluish, eyes fading. Jake took off the driest pieces of clothing and pressed them to Evan's chest, underarms, neck. He was nearly bare. He wrapped Evan tightly. "I'll come back," he said, then lay flat and began to crawl across the ice. Each inch pulled him farther away. But if he stayed, they'd both freeze. Jake's bare skin stuck to the ice, tearing as he crawled. By the time he reached the snowy shore, his body was raw. Just as he collapsed, he heard footsteps, shapes in the snow. 2 forest rangers spotted him during routine patrol. Voices were muffled. "Hang on, kid. Just a little more." When the rangers reached Evan, he still trembled, but he was alive. They carefully lifted him from the ice. Jake woke near a wood stove, wrapped in blankets. Everything hurt, but he was breathing. Hours later, Evan was brought in. They didn't speak, just locked eyes. That was enough. Lake Simcoe was quiet again, but the ice would never look the same. Jake opened his eyes to bright white walls. He didn't know where he was. A nurse entered. "You're awake." "Hero," she smiled. Jake whispered, "Is he here?" The woman nodded softly. "Not as strong as you, but he'll live." Jake's eyes filled. She winked. "See you around, Iceman," she said, closing the door gently behind her. Lake Simcoe was quiet again, but the ice, it would never look the same if you watched to the end. You're holding your breath just like we were. Please leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more true survival stories.